feel like I'm the only one wearing white.
You are the only one.
Like,
That's okay.
Welcome to my life, yeah. On the bright side, yeah, this music here became my only lifeline. Think I'm going crazy, I'm not in my right mind. No. Welcome to my life, yeah. Welcome to my life, yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and again, thanks for joining in on our journey of life. Well, today we're talking all about that quarantine life. What it's been like to live in quarantine as you guys have been doing it as well. We're going to talk a little bit about how our family has adjusted to it, kind of things that we've liked about it, things that we don't like about it, kind of the good, bad, the ugly, and maybe some advice and tips that we can give you guys and pass along for you guys to try to make the most of this time in quarantine. Well, guys, what do you think has been the best part of being in quarantine?
Free time, relaxing.
Yeah.
all of that.
Spending time with your family.
All right, so free time. I had a lot of free time, although we got a little bit started later, I think, with online school than I've heard of some other ones, but the guys finally got going full steam ahead last week, which it's still minimal time compared to really what they spent when they were actually going to school. So they do have a little bit more, or not a little bit, I think a lot more free time. Gavin, what'd you say?
You have more time with your family.
Okay, yeah, we've definitely had a lot more family time.
I agree with Micah.
You like the more free time?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know for us, we had a very active family, and the boys have had sports year round for, I don't know, it seems like the last,
A long time.
our whole life it feels like. But yeah, so it's really 7 days a week pretty much for us with baseball or soccer or football, flag football, basketball, track, you know, again year round, and there's a practice or there's a game or something, it seems like every single day, and many times it really is 7 days a week. And so since all that's been put on hold, it's really been strange, I think, for our family to not be constantly go, 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 and we've had more time to be at home. I know something Lois Ann's probably really enjoyed is our family dinners.
Yeah. Yeah. Prior to this, we didn't have a whole lot of dinners together. It was a lot of just grab and go, or grab something at the drive-through after practice, before practice, whatever. So yeah, we've had a lot of meals together, which has been nice. That's something that's really important to me. And that's probably been my favorite part.
Yeah, I mean, if we did that once a week in a normal week, that we were probably doing pretty good. So now being able to do that every night has been a blessing. So again, they said free time. What about school? How have you adjusted to doing school online? What do you think about it?
It's a little bit easier.
A little easier?
Yeah, but I get annoyed at a lot of times.
Yeah.
It's so much easier.
Do you miss seeing your friends though?
Yeah. I get to talk to most of them on the phone or online. So, I mean, it's not that bad.
It is pretty bad for me now.
Yeah, I know Gavin's very first Zoom call with his class, he was pretty excited. I think he was kind of dreading it. He kept going, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. But then once he realized what the Zoom was and he got to see all his little buddies, he was grinning, I think, the whole time.
Well, I thought it was going to be all about school.
It will the next time.
But it was good getting to see the friends' faces and watching them. So I know they enjoyed that. What are some other things that you guys feel like have been a positive being in quarantine?
You can work out whenever you want.
Yeah.
It's not like you're
not
school
sore every
7
day of the
hours.
week. Well, unless you're doing workouts.
And also, it's kind of like for school, you don't have to do it 7 hours in a row, an hour, take a break, come back to it. It's a much better system.
Yeah.
So you're getting to do it at your pace.
And you can
Yeah.
sleep in.
Sleeping in is like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Micah J might sleep in a little bit later, but
10 maybe, maximum.
a couple of days you've slept till 10. But we've done a lot of fun things at night. We've played cornhole, we've played cards, board games, gone for bike rides.
Played football.
played football.
Yeah, we used to try to alternate. Okay, Gavin gets to pick our game or our fun activity for the
Football.
night, and then we'll go.
Tonight.
Okay, Mikey gets to pick, or Colin gets to pick, or maybe I pick, or Lois Ann picks. We do try to incorporate some of that, and honestly, I don't know how many movies or shows or stuff that we've watched in this last couple of weeks. A lot more than we normally get to watch. Not that you should go veg out and sit on Netflix all day, but again, as our family's constantly been on the go, we don't really get to do that as a family much, and so we've been trying to use that as some quality family time. So that's been kind of neat, kind of fun. But yeah, it's just been, like you guys are probably experiencing too. It's just been a weird adjustment, constantly being with each other, which have obviously caused probably some more arguments and some fights at times. If you have siblings, you're probably arguing or fighting with them, or parents with your kids. So we definitely have a little bit more of that, because the energy level is high, and we're in the house more. Or at least we're in sunny Florida, where we can go out, and we have a backyard that we can go and we can play in and run around a little bit. So that's been good. Honestly, if we were cooped up in an apartment and only had a balcony, or
Where it was really cold.
Or
I know
really
a lot
cold.
of my friends from work are in the north or in northeast, and it's still really cold. They're getting snow and lots of rain, and
At least they
so-
can stay occupied with the snow.
I guess. But so I'm very thankful that we can go for walks and bike rides and things and enjoy just the beautiful weather.
They can ride their bike in their house.
yeah, so that's something that we're curious. How are you guys handling it? Be sure you comment in the section below, especially if you're up north, or like I said, maybe you're in a big city where you're in apartments or something where you don't have a whole lot of space. Like, how are you guys adjusting? What are you doing to get out? Because surely you have to get out at some point and get some fresh air. I mean, for us, I know that's been huge. Like, we can only take so much of being indoors, and then we have to just get out to get a little bit of sun, or just that wind, or some fresh air. We've been outdoors in the mornings. We try to do our morning workouts. You have seen a few of those videos maybe that we've posted where we do that. We're pretty much doing that every single day. We're getting up and doing some type of little workout exercise. So that's been good to keep us active. We want to try to stay healthy and fit. And that has been something that I've really enjoyed, being able to do that as a family. A typical week, I'm up early, I'm at the gym. Micah gets to go with me sometimes, but if it's a day where he's...
Typical work. Typical week for me. School.
And sports.
Yeah, but if he's got like a sport or something, he may not go that morning or whatever, so he doesn't get to go with me that often, and especially get to do it as a whole family. So we now have the flexibility where we can get up early and or not too early, but we get up and we go out here and we do our morning exercise and get to do that as a family, and that's been pretty neat. I've really enjoyed that aspect of it. Again, the downside is just sometimes the kids need a break, and sometimes they just need to go be with their friends and get off the video games, because we do video game a lot. I say we, they video game a lot.
They.
Your iPad counts, Gavin.
We definitely need haircuts. It's getting a little shaggy up in here.
Yeah, we may do a video of Lois Ann maybe giving me a trim. Good thing is I already cut Micah's hair, so that's no adjustment really.
But
the rest of
Gavin
us
and Colin getting to look a little moppy.
may have to pull out the trimmers for them.
Mop head.
You're not cutting my hair. I don't trust you.
But another great thing I think as far as the quarantine is, it does leave more time on your hand, which you get the choice. What are you going to do at that time? Are you going to just strictly veg out, watching videos or playing games or TV or whatever, or are you going to make the most of it? I definitely think the entertainment part is good, healthy to some extent, but I also think we need to be trying to benefit. And so for me, it's using some of this extra time to work on some other skills or learn new trades or just educate myself, whether it be entrepreneur or business or spiritual or whatever, and just trying to grow in those aspects. And so I hope you guys are making the most of this time as well. Take a little slot out of your day to make sure you're putting maybe a little bit more time into the growth aspect, whether again it be a spiritual or personal or something, and try to learn something new. Because I know, this time is very difficult for a lot of people. I know a lot of people financially, emotionally, their uncertainty, the chaos. Maybe you got cut back on your job. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe you've lost a business. Maybe you're still trying to struggle to do your business during this time with the limited activities that you're allowed to have. So I know it's a struggle, but I think this has caused us to breathe a new level of creativity, which again, I think that's very beneficial. Get out of the old way of doing something and learn something new, learn a new trait, learn a new skill, learn a different way for them education. It's learning a new way of educating themselves. And I was making them learn more about entrepreneurship and business and economics. And, we're trying to make the most of this, trying to learn as much as we can and grow as a family unit and just try to be positive. Obviously, there's a lot of negative out there. For me personally, I feel like we should focus our energy and our time on the positive things. This will come to an end. It's not going to last forever. And just try to stay positive and stay focused. For us being Christians, we are very, we lean heavily on God during this time and are faithful that He is going to pull us through, that He's going to give us the strength that we need, and that ultimately He will be glorified. He's in control. Not that He calls this, not that He wants this, but that He is ultimately in control and can use something that was bad to eventually be something that is beneficial, that is good. And it's hard sometimes to see the beneficial and the good when things seem so bad, but down the road, I believe that we'll be able to at least look back and say, there was something good that came out of that. One day I keep thinking that we as a family, we're going to look back on this time, and again, one reason why we did the vlogs, we'll look back and be like, man, those were some great times where all the sports were pause for a little bit, and we had some really good family time. We had a lot of fun games and just growing as a family, and honestly, I'm going to miss that when we go back to a sense of normal. But it'll be good to get back to a sense of normal, but it'll also be a time where I think we'll be a little bit sad to leave part of this behind. And so I think there's good and bad in every situation ultimately. And I know, again, it's been a transition for us, but I just wanted us to kind of sit down and just talk a little bit about the quarantine life and share with you what's going on, because we don't have the camera rolling 24 hours a day. So what's been going on when the camera's not rolling? How are we adjusting? How are we handling it? We have good days, we have bad days, we have good moments, we have bad moments. But ultimately, this has been a positive for us, I believe. I don't know what you guys have thought.
It sucks, but it's also kind of fun.
Sucks but fun, so the good, the bad.
Yeah, it's been an adjustment for me. I work from home, and with having everybody here, that's made things a little more difficult. So there's been many days where, or many afternoons, I'll come sit out here, bring my laptop, work out here. Some days I work up in the bedroom and lock the door up there, and try to get as much work done as possible. But now that they have schoolwork to keep them occupied, that helps a little bit.
We can unlock the door anyway.
I know you can.
But at least you
that's
know
why I
that
watch
she's
TV.
doing something.
It's my TV spot.
Anything else you want to add to the video, guys? The good, bad, ugly?
The bad is definitely how boring this is. We don't really get to see our friends as much, and
That's just you. I can FaceTime.
I know, but it's not as fun as it was.
Yeah, and negative for me, our company had layoffs and salary reductions, so it is affecting me personally as well as my team that I have for work. So it's been an adjustment.
Negative for me that we don't get to practice with our teams, because my baseball team, I think we could have made it all the way. So
It's true, you're having a great season.
yeah.
No.
But it happens.
Okay.
What would you encourage other kids your age, what should they be doing? What have you benefited? How do you think they could benefit?
Exercising
Exercising.
mainly and
Grinding video games.
Keep yourself entertained. If
family
you're a
time.
single child, then just
Read.
No
Read.
reading.
Yeah.
if you have brothers or sisters, just
Go fight them.
just go
Yeah.
Don't go.
just go.
I only
prank them.
fight Colin. I don't fight Micah.
Because you know you'll get thrown in the lake if you try to.
Yeah, I think we're pretty fortunate and pretty blessed. I mean, you guys have got built-in friends with each other and entertainment with each other. We have very similar likes as a family. We all like to do things outdoors, and so we can do things. We're not alone. You know, we still have plenty of food to eat. We have toilet paper. we found that.
Rich.
Yeah.
I forgot to
so-
add that we always have built-in enemies.
Built-in friends and enemies
Yeah.
at times.
Frenemies.
Jinx.
One of the things that I've had the boys do is actually write letters. So it's been kind of a life skill for them to write some letters to different people. And they've had to learn where to address an envelope, where the return address goes, and where a stamp goes. And then that you need to raise the flag when you put the letter in the mailbox to signal
That's obvious.
the mail carrier to stop. So they've learned a few other things as far as
Yeah.
cleaning and
Well, I was going to say, and as another benefit that I feel like is, you know, when you're going on the go so much, just house projects just start accumulating, and you try to tackle a little bit here and a little bit there, but they just kind of accumulate. So we've had a lot more time to accomplish some tasks around the house. We still have a lot to go, but you've seen us in a couple of our videos posting some house projects that we've gotten done. That's been good. So they've been able to learn a little bit, like how to clean a grill, using a pressure washer properly, you know, various things. And we have some more to do. We got a couple of sprinklers that we need to get fixed, so that'll probably be coming up soon, and a barn door that's broken. So we'll have some other.
their grandmother needs some things pressure washed. So,
Does?
yeah.
So we're being productive. We're learning. We're trying to get projects done, and they still have plenty of time to play games and do fun things. So it's just a healthy balance. You know, I believe that's the best way to get through all this. Not every single day grinding, working, but not every single day just wearing out the Xbox and PlayStation controllers either, right?
Exercising technically.
Yeah, exercising those thumbs. But anyways, guys, I think that's it for our video. Hopefully you found a little value in this. And again, it's just about our journey. We're not a perfect family. We're trying to make it just like you guys are, but we're just sharing how we're trying to make it. And we appreciate you following along. And of course, if you're finding value, man, share this with somebody else. We want to grow this channel. And that comes by you liking and commenting and subscribing, and then sharing this and passing it along.
Stay safe and healthy, guys.
Bye.
See y'all in the next video.
Welcome to my life, welcome to my life, yeah. Welcome to my life, yeah.